man, I think someone's expecting you here. Yeah, you should come.
Hi. Testing, 1, 2. So, I'm not a morning person. I've tried, but I'm just not. So, I came across something quite interesting in Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. First of all, what about you? Do you consider yourself a morning person or a night person? I mean, I'm not an anything person. I couldn't care less anyway. So it turns out that there's something called a chronotype, which is basically the tendency for an individual to sleep at a certain time. With humans, we basically have most people leaning on either of the sides. So you have the morning types, let's call them the morning larks, and the night types, and we can call them the night owls. There are also people who don't really fit into any of those two categories, but most people do. And if you're a night owl like me, you're now free from feeling guilty, because like myself, you feel as if your brain doesn't work well in the mornings, because it kind of doesn't. Your prefrontal cortex, which is right here, it's the part of your brain responsible for planning, decision making, and problem solving. For night owls, it takes much longer to warm up, like a car engine on a cold day. And now you know why you might feel more productive in the afternoon or in the evening. And it's not because you're lazy, it's because of DNA hardwiring. And this is all due to something called a circadian rhythm, or your body clock. I mean, it's not here, it's like here somewhere. Circadian means around one day. So circa means around and diem means day. So circadian. And it has that feel to it, you know? Circadian. It just sounds nice. Circa diem. Circadian, hold or spoiler alert. It's the circadian rhythm that's responsible for your sleep-wake cycle, not the unfair standards of society's post-industrial work schedule. And your body clock is pretty accurate too. If you've ever woken up 1 minute before your alarm clock went off in the morning, it's not because you have some kind of superpower. It's your body clock doing its job. Because you have to wake up to do a job. Wow, you're getting funnier by the minute. Anyway, why do we have that? Why does all of this exist? I mean, why? Okay, calm down. I know you're bored. Okay? I know you can't stand this. I know you can't finish your books, ever. Yes, I can. Okay, I finished Factfulness, so just alright. Just keep your mouth shut. Back to Why We Sleep. All living creatures have a circadian rhythm, and it's a natural mechanism to better capitalize on natural resources like daylight and food.
Oh look, it started raining. Can you hear that? Actually, I'm going to do something. I'm going to move my camera and you're going to see the rain.
So another question to ask is, why is there variation between human beings? Why are there chronotypes and morning larks and night owls? Matthew Walker explains this pretty well. If you think about it from a collective perspective, like a family or a community, it makes sense that some people sleep while some stay awake. Morning larks typically go to sleep at 9 p.m. and then wake up at 5 a.m. the next day. And the night types, the night owls, like to go to sleep at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and then wake up at either 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Okay, well, what's the point? I don't see a point. What's the point? Well, what's cool about this is that, okay, imagine hundreds of years ago, if everyone went to sleep at the same time. Okay, it kind of started to rain hard, so apologies if the rain's making a lot of noise while I'm recording. Okay, so what's cool about this is that imagine hundreds of years ago, if everyone in the group slept at the same time, that would mean that everyone would be vulnerable for 8 hours straight, or whatever the time that everyone slept for. So if you have members in the group where some of them are morning types and some of them are night types, you would have a much shorter period of vulnerability, probably around 4 hours. Hundreds or even thousands of years ago, when we were living in caves or huts, this was a pretty important trait to have. So we've evolved with different chronotypes to ensure the survival of the species. So some people were born to be in the Night's Watch. That's what's cool about this. This is something important to know, because understanding this personal trait can help you reorganize your daily routine and find out what makes sense for you to do at different times of the day. And then you're able to tweak and re-optimize your day in order to get the most productivity out of you. And there are obviously schedules that are unavoidable, like having to work, study, or train super early in the morning, or having to work late shifts. But if you do have the flexibility to change things around, or just certain things around, then you can find a daily routine that works best for you. Oh, and by the way, this is also what I mean by loving and accepting yourself with books. Because you can stumble upon these studies that help us to get one step closer to understanding who we are. Well, I guess I'm not so weird after all. I mean, you're pretty weird. I mean, you are. You're super weird. Hope you enjoy this video. If you agree or disagree, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, let me know what type you are. Are you a morning lark or are you a night owl? And also, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, and by the way, if you're thinking of purchasing Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, I'm going to leave a link below, and yeah, if you purchase it through there, it will help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I wonder where the bespectacled guy went. Anyway, all this talk about sleep is making me